What up, what up? It's BC. Um, Born Legacy 2 predictions. Hope everyone's good. It's going down March the 6th. Small room settings, which I think is going to help the atmosphere a hell of a lot more. Um, and potentially there's not going to be so much trouble with a crowd because there's not going to be as many people. Um, and hopefully there's no setbacks and time restraints and things like that. So first up we've got Young X versus Dot. I think X has got jokes in his bars. I think he's very energetic. Definitely a natural to the crowd. Um, I think he's quite similar to Dot. I think they've both got similar styles. So in terms of matchup, I think it's a great matchup. Um, I like his punchlines. The crowd fuck with him a lot, and as I said, he's just got a nice energy about him and a nice charisma. Uh, I think Dot gets a lot of hate. I quite like him myself. He got in a little altercation against a battle rapper called Hits, who was a lot bigger than him. It was only a bit of pushing really, but I like the way that Dot handled that. He didn't get too emotional about it, and I think he come out looking better than the other guy for it. Um, I think Dot offers something very different to most battlers. Like I said, I think Young X is similar to him, but I think that Dot has um, a charisma that no one really matches. I don't really understand why he's getting so much hate. It possibly is because he's so much different from everyone else, and people are uncomfortable with it. I'm not too sure. Um, but he mixes punchlines with humour very well, and you kind of laugh, but then you can screw face as well, or at least that's what I get from watching him. Um, he's not necessarily a street dude, but uh, you definitely, I definitely screw face to some of his stuff that he does, but want to laugh at the same time, which is very complex to do, I think. I'm going to go 2-1 Dot for this battle. I think this is going to be like a stand-up comedy kind of thing because they're both very entertaining. Tink the Demon versus Mike P. This should be a crazy battle. Um, I really like Mike P. and I had him beating Av. A lot of people had it the other way. Had it 2-1 Mike P. And Tink the Demon, in terms of aggression, he's definitely up there. I think that it's going to be interesting to see how they mix together. As Mike isn't that aggressive, but his pen game's crazy, and he's very complex. How he writes his bars. So um, I think this, as I said, it should be a fire battle. I don't see either of them choking, so I'm going to go 2-1 for Mike P. Um, but I think it's going to be one of the most debatable battles on the card. I think that Tink could certainly get it because of his aggression, but I'm going to go with Mike P just because a preference. I prefer him a little bit more, and I think his pen will win him the battle. Cicero versus Ty Law. I watched Cicero against Cortez, and I think for a first comeback battle, it wasn't too bad, but I think he needed a smaller opponent. I think Cortez is up there as one of the forefathers, I think, and he got blown away by Cortez. I feel he did okay, but I think he needed a smaller opponent to come back. Um, Ty Law, I like the way he delivers his bars, his punchlines especially, and he kind of, the crowd really fuck with him. He doesn't have to do too much. They will be silent and really respect what he's going to do. So I think that I'm going to go Ty Law. I think 3-0. It's no disrespect to Cicero. I just think that he's still building from for this comeback, and I think the more battles he takes, the better he's going to get. But I think that Ty Law is definitely more experienced, and I see him taking this quite easily. Avra versus Rumnitty. Now, I've gone on record to say that I'm not that impressed by Av so far. I think I was a bit harsh on him, but I still need to be won over by him a bit more, I think. Rumnitty is one of my favourites. He's definitely one of the most underrated in my opinion. I'd like to see him get more bigger battles, bigger names, and on bigger cards. He definitely deserves it. Not too sure why he's not getting them looks, but hopefully, if he keeps pushing, he will. But as I said, I hope Av surprises me in this battle. I don't think he's trash. I probably was a bit harsh on him before, but I still think he needs to win me over a bit. I'm going to go 2-1 Rumnitty, but I could see this being a debatable for a lot of people. Next up, we've got Cortez versus Chilla Jones. God damn. Like, these two are some of my favourites. As I've already mentioned, Cortez, like, he's another one that gets a lot of hate, and it baffles me to why he gets that amount of hate. He's fire. Chilla Jones, for me last year, I think between him and Myers, was Battler of the Year for me. This should be crazy. I find it really hard to call. See, Cortez, to me, he never disappoints. Same for Chilla. I could see it going either way. I'm going to go 2-1 Chilla, but I wouldn't be mad either way. It's definitely not going to be a 3-0. So yeah, this should be Battle of the Night, I think. I hope it is, because it deserves to be, and I'm already excited for this one. Chess versus Reed Dollars. Chess, definitely one of the biggest rapper out there with the biggest potential as a battle rapper. He's so young as well, you got to remember. Like, the way he handles himself, he's 30 or 40 years old up there on that stage, and that's impressive. It takes courage to do battle rap, and he's definitely got that in abundance, and he's still very young, and he's got it more than grown men, so a lot of people. I like Chess. Reed Dollars, I thought he was alright against John, but I had John winning that, and yeah, I don't know if it's time for Reed to hang it up or not. I feel like he's probably past his prime and the time's come now. I'd like to know what you lot think on Reed, because I've seen other people saying that they're not really looking for Reed like that anymore. So let me know what you think in the comments. Bonus versus Nun, or I think it's Nun, or I don't know. It's not Noon, is it? Bonus, he's impressed me. Like, every round he's got a lot of energy. He never stumbles. I haven't seen any chokes or nothing from him. He sets his punches up well. He's just got bars and performance, and yeah, he impressed me. I think Noon is it Noon or Nun? I'm not sure. Let me know. But I really like him. I just watched the Av battle again versus him, and he brought his chick out, and she started spitting with him during one of the rounds, for pretty much the whole round, and it was fire. The reactions of people as well in the video is priceless, and it was definitely cool to see. You do get things that happen, but not to the duration of a whole round. So it was definitely fire to see. I'm gonna go 2-1 Nun. I think in terms of aggression, they've both got aggression, but I think that he's gonna Definitely has more than Bonus. Bonus is more laid back kind of dude. I think he could bring that aggression, but I can't see it. I think that aggression will lean towards Nun Nun, and that will be the ultimate factor in the battle. Because I think they're both going to bring it. They both got bars, but I think that Nun Nun's got that aggression that will give him the battle. That because Bonus can't match that aggression. So one more, we got Bangs versus Jerry West. I like Bangs. I watched him versus Reaper Rail. I thought there was a lot of over-gassing the bars in that battle. It kind of put me off it a bit, but it was still a pretty good battle. But yeah, I like Bangs. He's got a complex game. I like his setups. I like his punchlines, and he's also kind of humorous as well. He mixes it well. It's quite different style to a lot of battle rappers I see, and they hit pretty hard when he lands his punches. So Jerry West, I like him. He choked in his last battle I saw, but if he can avoid the chokes and the slip ups, he's fire. So I like his aggression too. He seems to gain a lot of momentum through his rounds. I think if he can keep that up and avoid the slip ups, then he's going to do well. I think this could be one of the best battles of the night as well. I want to go 2-1 Bangs. I just feel he's a bit more complex and a bit more comfortable at this point, and he's got a bit more of a name out there. So I want to go 2-1 Bangs. I think he's going to have better angles and wordplay as well, but we'll see how it goes. It's going down on March 6th. Small room settings, as I said. Make sure you go out and support, and I'll see you soon.